Yeah, okay. So I'm going live with this. It's also the war on Christmas today. Um, just to kind of give a little bit of an update of where um, we are currently at with our Antistasi mission. So this here is what I'm referring to as Operation Fractal. Basically, it's just I've got this sort of starting point peninsula here, and it's fractal in the sense that it's just I'm going to be continuing the same strategy over and over and over again, kind of. um, and just like starting off here and then taking what I've got set up throughout here and like just building it out throughout the rest of the game world here. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it. We're going to go on a bit of an adventure here down into Sophia, which hopefully I did have. Yeah, I think we might have lost a little bit of support there. We were generating support there. Oops, one. Map info. So we go to Sophia here. Take a look here. FIA support. Yeah, we're down 7%, but we were at 12, but we had a city supply mission there, but I wasn't going to run that by myself. Yeah, so we'll just take a little trip down here real quick. There's something I'd like to test out. Just in the event that we get city supply missions again, because the city supply, the icon shows up here, kind of next to the settlement marker here. And I'm thinking, because like they have there's a roadblock, an enemy roadblock down here. I'm thinking that if we can maneuver, get ourselves kind of through Malos down here, just kind of around the factory or up here. That's kind of the way I've been going. It's around this way and then kind of come around, just staying away from that factory, moving up here. And ideally, what I'm going to start doing is start building roadblocks, our own little roadblocks, just obstacles, because I'm assuming the AI isn't going to really detect that we've put those there. So hopefully they'll come flying in like a bat out of hell and smash right into those. Okay, so let's see here. So yeah, yesterday I spent some time. I got an observation post set up on top of the mountain that is directly adjacent to our camp here. There's a peak or sort of a hill, whatever you want to call it, up there. I don't know if I have any binoculars on me or not. No, but I do have units up there. They're just kind of watching down over here the road, and from there you can actually kind of watch about up to where I have this roadblock, about here actually, and the roadblock is just a little further past that, so that's okay. Here we'll grab a vehicle, we'll go on a bit of an adventure. Grab the one that's not all busted up. This one looks okay. There's one truck that's had a bit of an accident with it. There, we'll go like that. I think we'll be okay. I don't have a radio. Yeah, I do have a radio on me. I'm just going to go slap that back in our arsenal real quick in the event that I get shot. I don't want to be losing radios. Because I'm trying to get this to 25, if you're not familiar with Antistasi. Once you get 25 of something in your arsenal, it unlocks it infinitely. Also, having infinite radios allows you to actually communicate with your squads. So, kind of an important thing. So here, we'll make sure we're undercover first. Let's make sure everything's good, everything's healed. Hop on in. I'm just going to mute my microphone because there's not a whole lot I need to talk about right now. there's a spot up ahead here. Now, in my other videos where I've put up of this, there's a little building up ahead there, and every time you seem to drive by it on the road, it triggers your undercover to go off. So I come out this way and try to work my way around it, just give it a wide berth. If we lose undercover, I'm not going to worry too much about it today. I don't really intend to spend a whole lot of time on here. I just want to test some stuff out real quick. Here is the roadblock I was able to get up yesterday. I've also put just a couple little obstacles down there just for additional cover, because it wouldn't let me build a bunker here. So that's what they get. They get little log sort of barriers there. Now I've got to try to maneuver my way through this without running anybody over. I do have a patrol, an infantry squad over in this forest somewhere that's just like chopping laps. I can kind of maybe go more into the strategy, but I've kind of explained everything in Operation Fractal. Oh, we apparently hit a rock. So yeah, there's a rock there. Did not see the rock. Sometimes that happens. So, yeah, we'll come up here, past the roadblock. Civilians like to run out in front of you quite often. I do have another observation slash listening post up in that house. Gives you kind of a nice overwatch of like the roads out here. You can just see one of our units kind of hanging out the door there, scoping everything out. Again, I'm not trying to do a whole lot of talking, but like here's probably a fairly safe area to do talking, but mainly because I'm kind of just utilizing a very eyes and ears approach to everything going on, and it's just if I'm talking, I'm not listening, and kind of with where we're at right now, it's going to require quite a bit of listening, just like listening for sporadic gunfire. Explosions, just stuff like that, helicopters, everything, because that's kind of the method here that I'm working on. Is I think a lot of people have this idea of Antistasi on Arma, where they're going to take an assault rifle and single-handedly go and take over a military outpost or air base or whatever, destroy armor, steal an ammo truck, stuff like that. It's not impossible, but you run the risk of the AI their aggression level increasing, the war level also increasing. You start doing that, which, I'm sure a lot of people who've played Antistasi before can attest. It gets really tiring having to restart your mission over and over. You get a nice foothold, have a nice camp set up, good spot, and then just have somebody basically lead the AI back to your headquarters, and you lose all of your equipment, you lose all of your money, all of your HR. HR is what allows you to procure AI units, squads, rifle squads, everything like that. So yeah, I'm just trying to do a slow and steady, very observational approach to Antistasi. And so far, with like the week or so that I've been running this mission, it seems to be working. I don't sink a whole lot of time into it. I just maybe do small runs like this. I see what I can find, and then I return to base and I log off. As you would. And we don't have the capacity to fight the AI at this moment, like head on. We can maybe hit a cut, like take them down a little bit. I just gotta think here. I gotta think where I'm trying to go here. Because again, because right now where we are, we've just turned off of this road here, and we're turning onto here, and we can theoretically take this up. Yeah, that'll be fine. Then we can hit here. We'll have to go past the radio tower. However, last time I was here, they had CSAT patrols all along here. And again, if we get too close to the AI, it runs the risk that we will lose our undercover status. So maybe it'll be best practice at this point to just not. Again, I'm trying to give all the enemy outposts, roadblocks, etc., a wide berth. It's just part of the strategy. Just not getting anywhere near them. Again, if you get close to some of the stuff, your undercover status will go off, and then they'll light you up. So we're going to be avoiding that. Let's have a blind turn here. I know, yesterday I started having a few performance issues, getting kind of a little bit slideshowy. It doesn't typically happen, so I imagine I need to restart my PC and just have a fresh restart. But and we'll just we'll come up here. This is kind of the way that I've typically been going. You get up here before. Here, I'll explain more when I get there. I'll turn my microphone off now. We'll just drive. We'll get there. Kind of time to shut up, I think. So this location here is here where I've got marked Vantage on our map here. There's a building here, at least there was, in some of the previous videos I've uploaded. This was kind of a spot I was using for cover. And unfortunately, a helicopter got shot down, and that is where it decided to crash land. It was directly on top of that house. So it's kind of no more. It's just a ruin. So yeah, the reason I've chosen this spot is because at one point this was like either AAF or CSAT, both the AI forces that we are fighting, or trying not to fight. And either or, they would either have this captured and the other one would have this captured. So there's a lot of activity going on back and forth here, and this is kind of just like I figured. If we're here in this cover between, chances are they're not going to be shooting here. They're going to be shooting kind of around there, right? But now that cover's gone, so we kind of have to maneuver over here. But that still gives us, that sort of area there. The active combat zone, I'm going to argue, is probably more down over here. We are in CSAT controlled territory at the moment. So we may have to reconsider where we're at. We may have to go more over this way, just like kind of poach in here, I guess. Yeah, there's a house here. We can definitely use that, and we'll just call that our advantage. That's where we'll use it, but that is not what we're going to do today. Advantage. Because again, like these two outposts will probably be going back and forth. And we've also got the air base here. They'll be sending probably air units in, but I don't expect a whole lot of contact between these two places on foot, but I could be wrong. Again, that's something we'd have to like recon out and see what there is for activity. Same thing here. We've got a seaport, but again, CSAT's not really on the coast. The only thing we'd have to worry about that is if we kind of ended up on the radar. That's probably one of the areas they'd be sending out sea patrols, come and search us out. But more or less, I'm thinking probably this outpost here will probably be working to engage this outpost. So kind of like, oops, here, let me just make sure I'm actually pushing the right button. So I'm thinking that somewhere in this, I like to call this a quadrilateral of death. And we're just going to slap a red exclamation mark down there. That's kind of the, we'll just call that's probably the approximate combat zone, I think. And again, I'm just doing this for my own knowledge. Accuracy of how you work with a map, no idea. But it seems to work so far. It's been kind of the system I've been using all throughout here. Okay, so like I said, we are currently here at this vantage. We are in entirely CSAT territory here. They've got kind of this whole thing here, so we're gonna have to start kind of moving down this way, I think. If we get cut off, I'm not too worried about it. We can definitely make some advances out here if we need to. Just do some small hits, but other than that, that's okay. We won't worry about it right now. For now, we're hunting radios, and that's it. Even actually, I do have an idea where we can go and just do a little bit of a recon, real quick. Don't know why this is here. Don't remember. This is where the helicopter was. Yeah, I think they'll be okay for now. So we're just here at this vantage. We're gonna come down this road, come down here. Hopefully not get too turned around. I always get kind of lost down in here. The roads are kind of a trip, but so we'll come down here, move through here, hook around here, move up into here, and then we'll come here and we'll swoop up here. And we're just gonna check, make sure that there's no visibility between here to here and here to here. We're gonna kind of be sneaky about this. So my intent is to drop some roadblocks in here and block this off so that they can't move too many vehicles in. I mean, we should probably even consider blocking that one off too. And then if we can, I mean, this here I would definitely just maybe use. I mean, we should be able to maneuver a truck through here. Um, if we have to, we will. This is where we can put our foot patrols if we bring a squad and if we have to. Drop the supplies in this general area. This here, if we can hold this sort of block and make sure that this here is inaccessible, these areas in here will probably be okay. Because I expect them to come maybe from this way instead, maybe pull from that roadblock if that's what they do. I'm not too sure. Or they might generate AI. I'm not sure who will come rushing in here. And my intention is, heck, we might even build one here and just angle it this way across the road here. So if they come flying in, they'll run into that and hopefully cause themselves some damage. So we don't have to put up with them too much. And we can maneuver our way back out, take the back roads out, up here, around, maybe take a little bit of engagement from the factory. Who knows? But I think we'll be okay. Get here and get back up to our camp. It's definitely a run through the jungle. Or better yet, instead of going that way, if you could somehow, I mean, by this point your undercover would be off. So you could maybe come up around here and exfiltrate up through here. Use these buildings here for cover, right here, and move up here. And then you can take this road pretty well all the way back. Avoid Malos, avoid the factory, avoid the radio tower. This gives you a pretty nice bit of cover through here. It's kind of a lowland. It's kind of a valley in here a little bit, and it's all it's forest, so it gives us quite a bit of cover. We can get out and get back over to our camp, back into like our controlled territory. And here I'll kind of demonstrate this as well. I'm in commander mode. Yeah, here's my rifle squad. And they patrol this whole area. And my idea is that gradually we'll have patrols over here as well. We'll have a patrol that'll kind of go back. I'll circle back and forth here. Yeah, and then that way, if for example they decide that they're going to pull, helicopters, air units out to come and drop people in here, there will be at least one patrol, two patrols in a given vicinity that will be able to like intercept them and take them out. Also, maybe supplying like anti-aircraft in here. Eventually, I would like to set up some anti-AT up here, just so because again, this position here, you can look down on this road. If they ever try to move like trucks, tanks, whatever up here, APCs, we should be able to nail them. Same thing here, but not so much. This will be kind of because it's outside of the border that I've kind of created here. I think. Oh no, it's inside. We're good. It's hard to see it sometimes. There. So, anyways, we'll carry on. That's enough. That's enough map talk. I will shut up and we will kind of go see what we can see. So as you can see up the hill there, that's just what we've taken to calling the golf ball. That there is a CSAT controlled outpost. You can maybe see some movement up around the base of the structure, a large structure. I see one foot soldier moving to what I believe is the south. Yeah, it could be. Not very good with orientation with a compass. I do okay with it, but not on the spot though. Not on Christmas. Okay. Okay. So here's kind of the issue: is I can't actually turn my undercover off. I couldn't convince them that I was, you know. But ideally, yeah, this would be the location that I would be building a roadblock, or maybe even just like grabbing enough vehicles and um, just blocking these areas off. That's easy enough to do without having to worry about your undercover status. Anyways, we'll pack up. We'll head out on a bit of an adventure here and just kind of go check down the road a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna come down here real quick. Yep, and we're gonna come down to Ionina. So we're gonna look for a fuel station there at that corner, and that's where we're gonna head up. And we'll head kind of into the center of this whole area, and we'll just kind of keep our ears open, see what we can hear, see what we can see. If we can come up with a radio, I'm pretty happy with that. So there you go. That's good. That's good to know. We're going to figure out where we are here. Chapel back there. Chapels are always a nice way to orient yourself here. I'm pretty certain that where we've ended up is probably... Oh, I don't even think we're all that far out. I think we're probably just in here somewhere. That next roadblock is... Okay, so we're gonna look for chapel. Structure. See if we can find some walls on the map here. We'll turn the engine off. Definitely not suspicious. Not suspicious. I'm gonna say it's probably about... It's before here, because we can't get through there. In fact, it's even... Where did I say it was here? A road back here somewhere that I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, no, there's a road there. You can just see it touching onto the highway here. There it goes. Yeah, we're definitely past there, but they aren't quite the next intersection yet. I'm gonna say we're probably about here. So we'll go and we'll mark that real quick. CSAT road block. We are going to just make that global so everybody knows. Okay, so they've got that locked down. So we're gonna have to maybe go back and around. You know what? I'm being told that there is breakfast, and I think I might just make my way back to camp, and I'm gonna get some food. In my next video that I do of this, we'll go and we'll explore this area a bit more. Not a very good vantage there, but it'll do. It'll be fine, I think. Anyways, let's get back to camp. Shouldn't take too long. Like I said, we'll take that little back road through the forest. Yeah, you never want to run right into a roadblock like that. I'm glad we stopped. We were able to stop when we did. Any closer and they probably would have opened up on us. Just gonna make our way up into town. Very easy. We don't want to run over any civs. Yeah, we'll be okay. We got over half a tank. Got the lamp down. Yeah, see, there's the other CSAT roadblock right there. Lucky for us, we are going to turn up here. Hopefully not. Maybe that was our road there. This might be it. Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna come up here. There's our sort of back road we can hop on. And this should take us right back to where we can kind of zip back to our camp. It's not that big of a deal, because I mean, I just do a little bit of light recon, figure out the best path around that roadblock, get us down to that other area that we want to get to. We can also take some other roads, just kind of circumnavigate it. It'll be okay. Look for rocks, random road rocks. Okay, so this intersection here, where we've just come out is we've taken this path all the way up. And now we're here. This is where we are. So now we gotta head west. We're gonna head west until we hit what I call the Triangle Road. We'll follow north on that. Surround, and we'll be back in home territory there. Shouldn't take too long. I'll kind of demonstrate, I think, what I was explaining kind of near the beginning of this video, where there's that sort of shed. That it'll trigger your undercover if you drive past it. I don't know why it does it, but I'm thinking of using that to our advantage, and we can unlock mines, anti-vehicle mines. That stretch of road we'll just booby trap it. So if the AI tries to push up it, boom. Us on the other hand will always have to remember to travel around that specific location. Okay, so follow north. We'll see. Usually I don't lose the undercover status while we're driving back. Never happens. It's only when you're ever trying to drive out and you're trying to be undercover. Oh, got a patrol spotted. Where do we got a patrol spotted here? Let's check that out real quick. Hopefully it's not anywhere near us. Yeah, okay. It's down there. Oh, it's a sea patrol even. Look at that. Yeah, CSAT is definitely making some moves here. See, the other nice thing about our camp here is that we do have the opportunity that we can have some boats if we ever get them. It's a dock, a harbor, easily defensible. It'll be a good time. AF lost an outpost, hey? Which one? Probably the one we were going to head out to. Yeah, right there. So yeah, that gives us kind of from here to here that we'll be watching that, I think. Boy, CSAT's sure making some ground here. The issue is, I'm not really too concerned with who's controlling what. But one of the conditions of Antistasi is that CSAT is going to start murdering civilians. And when they hit a threshold of, I forget how many, basically, let's just call it their war crime meter, we lose. So let's go ahead and garage that. I don't remember what I was going to do here, but there was a little more I was going to discuss, but I can do that later on, I think. So yeah, that's kind of my strategy. Never directly engage. Just go out, hunt what you can. It's just like hunting in real life, eyes and ears. Just keep your eyes peeled for what you can see what you can hear. And just like looting radios and basic supplies, never taking any more than you can confidently bring back with you. Actually, this isn't too bad. Come down here. Probably, where's that triangle road? Right there. So we're gonna just avoid that. We're gonna take some different turns this time. We're gonna come this way, head down through here. Hopefully avoid the outpost. That would actually take us right to that vantage. Would have, but we can probably move more towards here. We might even have to start moving our headquarters around a little bit, but there's not really anywhere I'm too confident in moving it right now. That's okay. It gives us an opportunity. We can make like small advances and stuff. I mean, heck, if we have to, the local, I guess, police force here in Malos, we can start hitting them too if we have to. Oh, there's that other patrol up there. Oh boy, I don't know where they're coming. Hopefully nowhere near us. Guess we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for it, but that's okay. I'm gonna go slap a save down. Game options, persistent save, boom, did it. So hopefully we'll be okay. I do have, so this here's kind of my strategy for this whole mission.
We are not going to escalate a whole war just so we can book a big name comedian.
So basically that's my strategy, is we're not going to escalate the conflict as much as we can, just because it'll allow us to build up and just kind of build our defenses so we can potentially eventually mount some like small scale offenses, maybe just like small objectives, whatever. Yeah, if we could definitely get more civilian support on our side, that'd be good. Yeah. Anyways, that's where I think I'll end today. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll catch you later.